Hi, everyone. Welcome to Camp Bach. My name's Becky, and I'm one of the education team members here at Bach Tower Gardens. I'd like to welcome you to our Take a Hike Tuesday here at the gardens. So we've got a couple of signs on the ground that say, Welcome to Trapped. We have a really cool exhibit right now through the summer, and it's based in the Wetland Boardwalk. And so that's where we're going to hike today. You can follow these signs from the oval lawn all the way to the beginning of Trapped. So you'll be able to find it very easily when you come and visit us. But today we're going to go on a virtual hike through Trapped, which is all about carnivorous plants, the art and science of carnivorous plants. So let's walk a little bit towards the Wetland Boardwalk, shall we? So you may be wondering, what are carnivorous plants? Carnivorous plants are a group of plants that get some nutrition, nutrients, and minerals from the insects that they actually consume using a variety of different methods to trap those insects. So we're going to check that out today, which is pretty cool. They still photosynthesize, however, so they still have leaves and they still need the sun to get their energy. Now, Rick Sagrillo is a Central Florida artist here near Bach Tower, and he has created some beautiful, larger than life sculptures for us to enjoy with all of these different types of carnivorous plants. So that's why this is called Trap, the art and science of carnivorous plants. And of course, we're going to head on and check those out because there are savage plants ahead. So we head on the wetland boardwalk. Off to the right, you're going to see the first one of Mr. Sagrillo's sculptures, and it is the Venus flytrap. So this is the carnivorous plant that most people think about when they think about carnivorous plants. The Venus flytrap is actually native to North America. It's found in certain boggy areas of North and South Carolina. So not in Florida, but it is found in the United States. So you can see on the sculpture, he's got those modified leaves with the spikes on the top, and this is a snap trap. So this type of trap is called a snap trap, and that's how the Venus flytrap captures its insects. So on the sculpture, you might see a fly that's getting a little bit close to that snap trap leaf. And it looks like he's about ready to go in. So kind of an interesting thing about Venus flytraps. When a fly lands inside or an insect is inside the trap, it has to trigger a trigger hair inside. There's little sensitive hairs inside that modified leaf. And it's got to trigger 2 hairs in 20 seconds. Otherwise, the trap will not close because the plant doesn't want to waste its energy getting insects or waste its energy closing its trap if there's not an insect inside. So not only does it have to move and trigger those 2 hairs right away within 20 seconds, but as that insect wiggles around, it triggers even more hairs, closing that snap trap even tighter. And that way the plant knows, yes, I've got an insect, and it can get those nutrients out of the insect. So we actually do have a live Venus flytrap. And so you can see they're actually quite small plants. They're actually quite small. And you can see those spikes on the leaves that help go ahead and make that seal to seal that insect inside. And we can actually maybe see this one right here, this leaf right here is closed and there's a dark spot inside. And that is actually a fly that this trap has already caught. This Venus flytrap has already caught and is busy digesting. So there's digestive enzymes inside that leaf that break that fly down and get those nutrients and minerals out. I should mention that the reason why they need these nutrients and minerals is that carnivorous plants, no matter where they live in nutrient poor soils. So there's plenty of sunlight, but there's not a lot of minerals and nutrients in the soil. And so that's why they need the extra nutrition of the insects. Put that guy back down there. And we will keep on moving a little bit further down the boardwalk. So that's the Venus flytrap. We get a little bit further, we're going to come across a couple of other different types of carnivorous plants. We're passing by our pond. If you've ever been to Window by the Pond, this is the pond from another angle off of the wetland boardwalk. See the bubbler aerating the water there. And here we are coming up on our next type of carnivorous plant. This type is called a pitcher plant. Now, pitcher as in a pitcher of iced tea, because this plant has a long leaf that's modified into a big pitcher-like structure. And so we have quite a few in the bog here. There's some that are green and some that are white and pink on the tops. There's lots of different species of pitcher plants, and these are native to Florida. We do have pitcher plants up in the Panhandle and as far south as here in Central Florida in the bogs. And what you may not realize is pitcher plants do have flowers, and we've actually got a couple in bloom right now. It's the red flower where you actually see the butterfly right there. So the red flower, that is actually some of the pitcher plant's flowers. So they do bloom. They're really beautiful. And this is called a pitfall trap. So the Venus flytrap was a snap trap, and this is a pitfall trap because the insects slide down inside and get digested at the bottom of that modified leaf where there's lots of digestive enzymes, and sometimes there's enough liquid they drown as well. So we've got a pitcher plant over here, also in a pot, so you can see it a little bit better. And you can see that's a modified leaf. So the whole leaf is modified into that pitfall trap. And this top part here is called the operculum. And the operculum does not snap closed or does not shut. A lot of people think it does, but it does not. It stays just how it is. And scientists think at this point that that operculum keeps the rainwater from going inside that pitfall trap, inside that modified leaf and filling it up with water, because that would not help the plant at all if its pitfall trap got filled with water. Couldn't catch any insects. So that's what that operculum is there for. So we went ahead and took a couple of leaves. And so, of course, this one is a dead one, but it kind of shows you what it looks like with the operculum up the top. And then we've also got one that we opened up to show you the insects that this plant has collected. So there's quite a few insects in there. And so what happens is the plant only digests the squishy insides, can't digest the crunchy outside, which is the exoskeleton. So what you're seeing inside left in this plant is just what's left over after the digestion has taken place. So pretty cool. Kind of gross, but I think it's awesome. There we go. So that's the pitcher plant, and that's a pitfall trap. And there's other types of carnivorous plants in Florida as well. So we've got butterworts and bladderworts. We don't have any of those here on the wetland boardwalk, but we do have the other one that's found in Florida, and this is the sundew. So the sundew sculpture is right over there, and sundew is a little bit different. It's not a pitfall trap, and it's not a snap trap. It's a flypaper trap. It just sounds like what it is. It sticks. So you can see on the sculpture that the leaves have modified tentacles with little drops of mucus on them. And in the sculpture, it's kind of like little glass balls. And what happens is when the fly lands and gets stuck on one of those gobs of mucus, then the plant senses this and the leaves curl in and more globs of mucus stick onto the fly until it is stuck. And then the leaf curls in and it digests that fly inside the leaf. So unfortunately on this sculpture, there is a fly that looks like the leaf is curling over it. He's gonna get eaten right there. So I don't have an example of a sundew in a pot, but they are really small. They're about this tall, 2 to 3 inches. And on the sculpture, you can see the bud coming up, and that is, they also flower. So they're also found in Florida, Panhandle, all the way down to Central Florida in the boggy areas as well. So that's just another type of carnivorous plant and another way to capture some insects to get your nutrients and minerals. Kind of neat, huh? All right. We've got one more left. We're going to head over to the end of the boardwalk. And our last sculpture is the tropical pitcher plant. So pitcher, just like the pitcher plant we talked about, pitcher of iced tea, but this plant is not found in the United States. This plant is found in Madagascar, India, Australia, and Southeast Asia. So even though they're both called pitcher plants, they are different species. They're different types of carnivorous plants found different places. So in those areas, sometimes these are called monkey cups because sometimes monkeys drink the liquid out from the inside of the pitchers, which is kind of interesting. As you can see on the sculpture, that pitcher is just an extension of the leaf. It's an extension of that mid vein of the leaf and has the same idea as the pitcher plant that's found here in Florida, where the insects slip down into that pitcher, into that cup, fall down to the enzymes below and drown and get digested. So it's also a pitfall trap, just like the pitcher plant. And I do have one of these to show you as well, because you can see they have leaves. Their leaves are not modified until you look at the vein. So you can check the vein out. So that pitcher is actually a part of the modified leaf. And it's quite large. And it's got an operculum as well that does not snap shut either. Just like our regular pitcher plant found in Florida, the operculum does not snap shut. But it's very, very interesting. And this one has lots of pitchers, one on every leaf. So the pitcher plant found in Florida, the whole leaf was the pitcher. But here, the tropical pitcher plant, the leaf actually looks more like a leaf until you get to that vein part and then the cups at the bottom there. So that is our tropical pitcher plant. Pretty cool. So those are all the sculptures we have here at Bok Tower Gardens from Rick Cirillo and our trapped carnivorous plant exhibit. I hope you enjoyed it, and I do hope that you'll like and comment and share this with your friends. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. So we're going to head over to the River of Stone, where we have a display of different types of carnivorous plants as well. Hi, I'm Becky, and we are here at the River of Stone, Take a Hike Tuesday, where we're exploring Trapped, our exhibit about the art and science of carnivorous plants. So we do have this lovely display here near our visitor center on the River of Stone, which does show you some of the different species of carnivorous plants here. A couple are native to Florida. The Venus flytrap is not. So we've got the pitcher plants tall in the back, and we've got the Venus flytraps a little shorter in the front, and then really tiny. I told you they were only a couple inches. We have the sundews, and they are really tiny. There's a couple of them in there as well. So remember, the pitcher plants, the ones right here, and also the sundews are native to Florida, but the Venus flytraps, they're North and South Carolina bogs. So kind of an interesting display that you can look at before you head onto the oval lawn and walk over to Trapped. But right now we're going to actually walk towards our gift shop because we want to go ahead and see a couple of things that they have in there all about Trapped. So remember to comment and like and share this video if you're enjoying it. We hope you are. And as we go inside the gift shop, it is a reminder that we are going to put on our mask. So I'm going to put on my mask. When you visit us here at Bok Tower Gardens, we do require masks indoors. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my mask so we can explore the gift shop a little bit. All right, so we're inside the shop at Bok, and they have a couple of things that you can take home to remember your visit to Trapped. A couple of different plants. So they've got the native pitcher plant, and they've also got the tropical pitcher plant too, with those really cool cups, as well as some books about carnivorous plants and some other things like tote bags and notebooks and candles. So lots of things that are interesting. If you're really passionate about carnivorous plants, you should definitely check it out. Check out um, our exhibit with Rick Sagrillo's beautiful larger than life sculptures, and also come in and check out the gift shop too. So I hope you've enjoyed it today. I've enjoyed being here with you on Take a Hike Tuesday for Camp Bach. So remember, please comment, like, and share. And if you have any questions about what you've seen, please put them in the comments and we will be sure to answer them for you. Thanks so much. Bye.